Hello everyone, this is Hallie Bennett. I'm going to present to you my Glogster Mentor project. I've broken down my paper into a PowerPoint presentation to give you an overview of what was included in my paper. Our rationales for this project were to prepare students to become 21st century learners, meet Alaska ELA and technology standards, prepare our students for the future, and spread the use of technology. This slide shows the goal that the educator I worked with wanted to reach through this project. She said, "I want to find creative ways to share information with my students while utilizing the technology that our school provides. I'm hoping to use Glogster to share background information in a creative way other than just a PowerPoint presentation. I think my students might like the blog format because it isn't something you typically see within the classroom. As my mentor, I'm hoping that Hallie will share new technology programs and websites that she hears about or comes across." In the next couple of slides, I break down my literature review from my paper. In the first part of my literature review, I discussed the benefits of technology and multimedia in the classroom. They provide an active role in education, higher levels of self-esteem and confidence, a chance to build computer skills. They are also motivating, engaging, and increase participation and involvement among students. They allow for differentiation for students and help prepare students for their future. They also allow students to better grasp information and allow more students to be reached because a variety of presentation formats are being used. In the next section of my literature review, I broke down the importance that Alaska and many other states have put on the use of technology in the classroom. Here, I have listed some of the ELA standards that students are required to meet that involve the use of technology. Include multimedia components and visual displays and presentations to clarify information. Interpret information presented in diverse media and analyze various accounts of a subject told in different media. Besides these standards, Alaska has also created technology standards that require students to use technology in a variety of ways and in a variety of settings. These standards require students to operate technology-based tools, understand the effect it has on individuals in society, and use technology in a responsible manner to locate, select, and manage information, to explore ideas, solve problems, and derive meaning of information, and to express and share ideas. As my literature review in my paper continued, I discussed different types of technology tools and what they can do for students and teachers in the classroom. These tools included cell phones, smartboards, digital cameras, digital art programs, iPads, Neos, computers, different software, and different websites. After the discussion of the different technology types, I finished my literature review with a description of the technology tool that was chosen for this project, Glogster. In my paper, I described what Glogster was, an interactive visual platform that uses text, audio, video, images, graphics, drawings, and data to present information. I also discussed the benefits of using Glogster in the classroom from the teacher and student's point of views. Some of the benefits of Glogster include the addition of more motivating, engaging, and creative lessons, the option to use it as an assessment tool. It meets the 4 skills that are addressed in all language classes: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. It can be used as a communication tool among students and teachers, and it also allows students to express their own unique talents and skills. In the next few slides, I broke down the methodology section of my paper. First, I presented my participants, a high school English teacher and her English classes that consisted of 6 to 12 students each, ranging from freshmen to seniors. I then discussed my methods of data collection. Weekly journals that were kept by a combination of the educator I worked with and myself, a verbal poll in which students were asked one yes or no question on what they thought about Glogster, observations that were completed before and after the implementation of Glogster to track on and off task behaviors and whether or not they improved when Glogster was used, and last, a survey that was given to students at the end of the project asking different questions about the use of Glogster. These questions are presented later in the PowerPoint. The last part of my methodology was the procedure that we followed during the project. Our schedule as seen below. Step 1, I met with the teacher to discuss the project. Step 2, I introduced a website that showed what Glogster was. Step 3, I showed Glogster examples and how to create one. Step 4, we created a Glogster together. Step 5, I gave the individual time to play and explore Glogster. Step 6, I checked in with the individual after a week to see how she was doing. Step 7, we continued to meet weekly. And at the end of our weekly meetings, I wrapped up the meeting and analyzed the project. The next part of my paper was the results section. In this section, I analyzed the data that was collected to determine the effects of Glogster in the classroom. Overall, the results were positive comments made by both the teacher and the students. The students commented that they liked the different media sources that are used in Glogster: videos, music, text, etc. Both the teacher and the students wanted to continue using Glogster in the classroom. The teacher commented that it allowed students to better understand and relate to the information that was being presented and increased student motivation and engagement in the classroom. The concerns that were noted by the teacher were that she sometimes had trouble saving work on the Glogster website and sometimes the website ran slow. The last part of my paper was the conclusion section that wrapped the whole project up. It reviewed the results section and discussed the overall experience of the mentor project and what was going to happen after the mentor project was completed. In conclusion, the project was a great experience and very rewarding for both the educator I mentored and myself. The teacher plans to continue using Glogster as a presentation tool and possibly as a method for students to use to present information. We both plan to continue working together with different technology tools, and we plan to spread the use of Glogster in our school. In the remaining slides and in the remainder of my paper, I included an appendix section which showed different data collection tools and their results. First, I included examples of the observations that were conducted before and during the implementation of Glogster. As you can see, off-task behaviors were fewer with the implementation of Glogster. Next, I included the questions that were asked on the survey. Did you enjoy the use of Glogster in the classroom? Why did you like Glogster? When your teacher used Glogster, was it easier for you to understand the material that was being presented? Would you like your teacher to continue using Glogster? And would you like to use Glogster for a project? In this slide are the student responses to the survey given at the end of the project and a graph representing the result of the verbal poll. The students' responses to the survey say, yes, I liked when our teacher used Glogster to give us information. It was better than just seeing it on the smartboard or whiteboard. I like how our teacher used different sources like videos, songs, text, and pictures to give us information. The verbal poll shows that 83% of the students in the class liked Glogster, when 17% did not seem to like Glogster as much. The last slide is an example entry from the weekly journal that was kept throughout the project. This was the week where I checked in with the individual to see how she was doing. In response to this, I commented, the individual continues to use the Glogster program with ease and confidence. Data was collected to see how many students enjoyed the use of Glogster in the classroom. A poll was taken with a simple yes or no teacher-student response. A graph will be included in the final paper to show this. The only concern the teacher has had so far is problems with the website loading and saving the material she has created. Internet speed could be the issue here. And last but not least, my resources for this PowerPoint. Overall, the project was a great experience for the educator I worked with and myself. It was a great feeling to help someone else and to see how much they appreciate it. I plan to continue to help others as they implement different technology tools into their classroom. Thank you for taking the time to look at my project.